Side and away quickly, Future Perfect, Devlin's Bridge easing in behind them in the early stages. Mavotre's got away well, and they're all crossing to this grandstand side where Chardonnay and Ice Key Reversal got out fast, and Land Ruler's up there in the early part of the race. As they settle down and go past the 800 metres, in behind those horses is Sutciffe. Lustrum had dropped out to be last. Haggler's a long way back. They're coming to the 600, and it's Mavotre's one of the leaders up there in company with the Stalker, and then Land Ruler and Key Reversal near the outside rail. Par 4 plotting a course, who's a fair way from the rail but not far off the leading horses. Devlin's Bridge just inside it, followed by Price of Love off to see as the deepest runner, followed by Future Perfect working home well, and then Flash Rule, who's under the whip at this point of the race, Flash Line. It's Stalker in front with Devlin's Bridge and Off to Sea coming hard near the 200 metres. Par 4 can't go on. It's Off to Sea in front of Devlin's Bridge and then Stalker and Future Perfect. 100 metres to go. Devlin's Bridge coming back. Off to Sea just in front. Off to Sea holds them out. Off to Sea one of the long head Devlin's Bridge. 4 lengths away third. Give it a Stalker from Keystone and close up Future Perfect. Then Chardonnay and Ice Haggle and Lustrum, followed by Flash Line, and next in was Sutciffe, Par 4. Mavotre's was followed in by Land Rule, and then came in Zone, who never came into the call. Price of Love towards the tail on the outside, and that leaves the favourite Bel Esprit to move in, and we'll have them right to go in the Maribyrnong plate. Nasuno's been ready to go now. Immortella made a good line. So did the other filly in the race, Friona. Off they go. Bel Esprit jumped okay near the outside. Immortella, if anything, a touch slow. Baron Joey Sunrise got away well. Nasuno out fast, and Wyndham Glory got away very quickly. Heading to the 800 metre mark now, and Royal Hero has sufficient pace to cross them and lead from Wyndham Glory, and Bel Esprit right behind them on the rail, followed by Riona and Nasuno. They're trailed then by Kusi, who's the widest runner in the red colours. Immortella just inside it. Baron Joey Sunrise at the tail of the field. Coming along, 500 left to go now, and Bel Esprit had moved up on the outside rail to go to the lead narrowly. From Wyndham Glory, Royal Hero under pressure in the centre. Nasuno making some ground, and Kusi, the widest runner, coming with a run. They're coming to the 250. It's Bel Esprit in front, Kusi on the far side. Wyndham Glory's battling a bit, and then Nasuno at the 200. Bel Esprit the leader under great pressure. Kusi running a good race, and back behind them Nasuno, but Bel Esprit has broken clear of them and is coming away, and the favourite 2 for 2. Bel Esprit easily by 4 lengths. Nasuno, Kusi third, and then the weakening Wyndham Glory from Baron Joey Sunrise, trailed by Immortella, a long break Riona, and last, after showing good pace early in the race, Royal Hero. Bel Now Oregon Seal moving up into the barrier stall, so Andrella the last to come along. Andrella will take stall number 4. Piper Star has the inside. Calm Smicer in 2. Damien Oliver on board. Calm Smicer has had 5 winners over the 3 days of racing so far. Good book of rides today. Andrella fighting the attendants a little, but she's got halfway into the gates now, blindfolded, and now just about right. Yep, gates snapped behind, they're ready to go. Third of the day. Calm Smicer in 2, red, white and blue colours. Deaconess stood well. An attendant getting in with Yuma line. All clear. And they're away. Good start with Piper Star jumping well. Andrella got out fast, and so did Regal Touch on the outside. Gone is quickly moving up. So is Silvana and Miss Zoe wide out. Calm Smicer slotted in behind them, about 7th on the rail, followed by El Tiro and then Dame Kath over on the inside. As they settle fully into stride, Tyroline's last of all, and they're racing to the 1600 metres. Andrella goes to the lead. Sylvana's a half length away second. Piper Star third on the inside of Regal Touch. Miss Zoe's caught out 3 wide around Gone, and Calm Smites are on the rails. 1.5 to El Tiro about midfield, followed by Dame Kath. They're trailed then by Yuma Line, and going forward on the outside, It's Not Easy. Back behind these horses then is Oregon Seal, followed by Deaconess, Be My Princess, and 2 to Tyroline. Andrella led at the 1200. Sylvana's a half length away. Regal Touch third outside Piper Star. Miss Zoe still out 3 wide on the outside of Gone, and 3/4 to Calm Smites of the rail. 1 further back is El Tiro over on the inside with Tickle My around her at the 1,000 metres. 1.5 to Dame Kath. It's Not Easy. Yuma Line. Deaconess a fair way back over on the inside from Oregon Seal, Be My Princess, and Tyroline about 12 from the leader. Coming up past the 800 metres, Andrella by next Sylvana. Regal Touch third. Piper Star fourth. They're followed by Miss Zoe. Gone in the centre. Calm Smites has had a crazy run and is easing away from the rail to work into the clear, and then Tickle My, El Tiro. Dame Kath going up along the inside, followed by Yuma Line and Oregon Seal. Well back as Deaconess and Be My Princess, with Tyroline pulled to the outside. In the straight, Sylvana strode to the lead over Andrella. Regal Touch. Calm Smites is right behind them. So is Piper Star. They're both really needing runs. Plenty to give at the moment. Down the outside is Tickle My coming with a run, and El Tiro trying to work into the clear. 250 metres to go now, and Yuma Line's coming with a burst down the outside with Tickle My to get the Regal Touch. Sylvana and Piper Star got the run on the inside. Piper Star hit the front at the 100 from Sylvana. Tickle My, Yuma Line, Piper Star in front. Piper Star a half length to Yuma Line. Tickle My or Sylvana third. Calm Smites are right behind them, had no luck. Then Oregon Seal. Tyroline made some ground the outside from Miss Zoe, El Tiro. Deaconess trailed by It's Not Easy. They were trailed further back then by Regal Touch, Gone, and then came Andrella and Be My Princess, and Dame Kath back last of all. Piper Star got locked in, set race 4. 1400. Amber lights flashing, set to go. Off. Prosecution bounded out well on the inside. Presently got away very fast. Away quickly too is Tell Sun going forward on the outside with Run Just Run, as they settle into stride now, and Time Deposit has got back to 4th last. Good pace around at the 1100, and it's presently on the inside narrowly. Finbar on his outside. They lead from Colace, who's trapped out 3 wide. Tell Sun a length away deep, being closely followed by Run Just Run, then Magic Hatter. 2 lengths further back in the field then is Prosecution getting up on the inside, closely being trailed by Multi Bonds, who wants to over race. Round the outside comes Chong Chong. 2 lengths further back in the field, Time Deposit over on the inside, trailed by Skill as they near the corner. Well back in the field, Tell Someone from Fine and Dapper, and then Twigham with Oran at the tail. Round the corner, presently on the inside from Finbar. Colace has been 3 deep on the pace all the way. Magic had a hard ridden behind them. Run Just Run needing an out, and Tell Sun right behind the leading horses also needs a run. They were trailed then by Prosecution coming through on the inside. 300 to go. Chong Tong's coming with a run down the outside. Tell Someone badly held up still. It's now Chong Tong sprinting quickly at the 200. Time Deposit's got into the clear, coming home well, followed by Colace and then Magic Hatter, but Chong Tong's well clear. He has it shot to pieces. He'll win again, and Chong Tong cruised down and won it by about 3 lengths. Either Time Deposit or Colace for the minors. Tell Sun right behind them. Again an unlucky one for Ollie, followed by Twigham, Magic Hatter, and then Prosecution. Back behind these to finish Run Just Run, followed by Tell Someone, and back behind them were Fine and Dapper, and then the weakening presently in Finbar. Oran always well back, Skill amongst the tail enders, and Multi Bonds are last to greet the judge. Chong Tong, well, he won comfortably. 8 champions from around the world. Set to go.
Okay.
They're off. Leicester began well near the inside, and Thompson's riding hard in the early part to try and get a position early. Larry Olsen in the purple got away well, but Gary Moore in the orange colours are showing plenty of pace. Near this side, Bobby Skelton and Linda Jones in the pink, and Jeff Lewis has trailed out to be one of the last. Leicester, full of running, coming to the 400 metres, is plotting a course right up the middle of the track. It's Leicester Pickett out in front from Brent Thompson, then Larry Olsen and Gary Moore down the outside, and Jeff Lewis is coming with a run over on the inside behind Leicester, and Tony Cruz is coming with him. They're inside the 200, and Old Longfellow is the leader. Leicester Pickett, Brent Thompson coming at him, and Tony Cruz on the far side coming at Leicester. Leicester and Tony Cruz, the Hong Kong Strong Hero beats Lester Piggott. Brent Thompson 2 lengths third, followed by Larry Olsen, and behind them Jeff Lewis in company there with Gary Moore and Linda Jones and Bobby Skelton. Well, he won it last year and magnanimously eased to the last position this afternoon. Stand by for placings. Tony Cruz has won the race. Tony Cruz from Hong Kong on the Dean Lawson trained Mondial has picked up Lester Piggott in the last little bit of the race. Lester's famous whip style shown in the ISA camera there, but on his far side it was Tony Cruz getting the best of the finish and winning the Legends race by about a half length from Lester, who'd led them up everywhere. They're set. All clear, they're away. Pembleton jumped well, Delirious a little awkward. Away quickly is Suit, and now drifting back a bit. Over on the outside, Mr. Royston, 8/8, and also the Little Tacker began fast. Strabane just off them, and going out very quickly past time in the early stages as they settle now and they come past the 800 metre mark, and it might be past time in the middle of the track. A narrow leader to Straight Ace, and up there too is the Little Tacker, followed by Strabane. Just off them is Pembleton, close to the middle of the course, followed by Pittance. Further back in the field then came Matter of Honour. Back behind them Regal Shot and Slipstream. A fair way from them Cash Kai. Down the outside is 8/8 and Little Dozer. Coming past the 350, it's Pembleton's taking the lead from Grey Regent and Pittance on the far side. Pastime battling away, and Strabane is still there. Mr. Royston can't go on. Little Dozer starting to come home. Pembleton the leader from Strabane, Grey Regent and Little Dozer on the outside rail. It's now with 100 to go. Little Dozer racing up to Grey Regent and Pembleton. Little Dozer's taken the lead. Little Dozer's won it ahead to Grey Regent second, either Pembleton or Strabane for third. Clear then of Pastime, followed then by Delirious, and back behind those to finish was Cash Kai, followed by Suit and Pittance, Mr. Royston, and then came the Little Tacker, trailed by Regal Shot, never came into it, nor did 8/8 and Slipstream. Well back in the field is Matter of Honour going over the line, and Straight Ace is one of the last in. Number 14 at big odds is the winner, Little Dozer, ridden by Brett Preble, trained by Shane Fleetner. Carried the club's second set of colours, came from well back, right down the outside rail to win. 14.
Quinellas and trifectas with correct weight. Let's take your trackside for the Group 1.
They're ready. 1600, the final Group 1 race of the carnival. Emirates Stakes field, and they're off. And Desert Eagle began well, so did Umram on the inside, and Lord Essex got away fast. Final Fantasy just off them early. Mr. Murphy's going forward, and there's La Bella Dama shooting up towards the front as they go through the first 200, and La Bella Dama goes to the lead and goes out by 2 to Lord Essex. Mr. Murphy third, Umram is fourth, the outside of Desert Eagle, a length and a half to higher, and he's followed by Ackerbilk the inside, closely being followed by Final Fantasy, a length and a half to Flavour. Over on the inside, a Mission trailed by Defier, and then came Weasel Will, 2 lengths La Zagaletta, Mr. Bureaucrat, and at the tail of the field is Crawl at the 1,000 metres, and La Bella Dama tries to steady the tempo. Lord Essex second, Mr. Murphy third, Desert Eagle ahead away fourth, the inside, followed by Umram. Next higher on the outside from Ackerbilk, who's fired up, and then Final Fantasy, followed by Flavour, a Mission chucked away the rail from Weasel Will, Defier, and then La Zagaletta. Crawl is second last coming towards the turn, and 3 lengths to Mr. Bureaucrat. La Bella Dama took them to the 600 and around the turn narrowly from Lord Essex and Mr. Murphy. Desert Eagle right behind them with Umram, pulling to the outsiders higher as they flatten for the run home, and then Ackerbilk. Back behind them is Final Fantasy at a Mission trying to pick his way through the field, coming towards the 400 metre mark, and La Bella Dama slipped away. She's over 2 lengths to Desert Eagle. Lord Essex is running on down the outside, and then a Mission trying to get into the clear, and Umram coming, and down the outside is higher at the 150 metre mark now. La Bella Dama in front, Desert Eagle coming at it. Desert Eagle getting to the lead now, a Mission flying home. Desert Eagle, a Mission coming hard. Desert Eagle won it ahead to a Mission. Fato third, La Zagaletta or La Bella Dama. Closely followed in by Final Fantasy, Defier, and then Crawl down the outside, and further back was Weasel Will, Umram, Mr. Bureaucrat and higher. They were trailed by Ackerbilk, and then Lord Essex. Towards the tail is Flavour, and Mr. Murphy is last of all. Stand by for numbers. In the Emirates Stakes, number 18 has got it. number 18, Desert Eagle, ridden by Karen McAvoy, takes out the Emirates Stakes. Second placing, number 10, Emission, Damien Oliver. And third, number 9, La Bella Dama, ridden by Scott Seamer. Official placings are 18, 10 and 9. 18, 10 and 9. Victory for the Matthew Allerton trained Desert Eagle, ridden a beautiful race by Karen McAvoy. He strikes with the big one. Fourth home officially, sixth La Zagaletta, and fifth in Final Fantasy in 137.7.
Okay, Greg, 137.7, and have a look at these runs come. And they did fan. Most seem to get a clear run to fire in behind them with the pom-pom higher. Did plenty of work out wide and crawl, and the Ulcer East scorched home late, but after it was all over. 137.7, Desert Eagle, young Karen McAvoy in the Carnival.
Beware.
Yeah, tricky race this coming up. We should link up with Greg Miles for the latest.
All in, set to go, the A-Train favourite. They're ready. Racing now. And down towards the inside, Make Me a Miracle dropping out towards the tail. Jade Prince and Comfort's first out. The A-Train got away well. Adolescence is up there with the Collector and Varsileos settling into stride. They've covered 250. Comforts goes to the lead now from Jade Prince, the Collector. Power and Fame, Chrysler Mirage are on the improved wider out, followed by the A-Train. Very tightly bunched here. Next, Manziel trapped out very wide and might boot to the lead. They're followed by Merlin's Law. Lawyer over on the inside from Adolescence. Viva La Vie out three wide. A length and a half or two further back is Collins Street. Followed then by Make Me a Miracle. Towards the tail end of the field here is Burley. As they make their way along the side of the course, Power and Fame whipped around the outside and has taken over the running. Currency Rep is back third last, and at the 1,200 metres, it's Power and Fame by 2 lengths to Collector. A neck away just behind these horses then is Comforts, followed closely by Manziel, still travelling wide, and then Chrysler Mirage. 1.5 Jade Prince, followed by Merlin's Law, a half to Varsileos, a length Viva La Vie, and then the A-Train, who's got back a fair way midfield now, followed by Adolescence over on the outside. They're trailed closely by Currency Rep and then Lawyer. 2 lengths to Burley, Collins Street, and Make Me a Miracle is about 3 lengths away last. Coming near to the home turn, Power and Fame narrowly from the Collector, striding up on the outside. Comfort's handy to them near the inside rail. Viva La Vie's coming with a run around the outside. Currency Rep right off the track. Chrysler Mirage looking for the way clear from Varsileos as they enter the straight, and Adolescence getting to the outside. In the straight now, and Comfort's kicked through on the inside to be the leader from the Collector. Viva La Vie, Adolescence coming down the outside. The A-Train's got into the clear. Comfort's at the 300, led by 2 lengths. Varsileos barging into the clear. Burley down the outside with the A-Train held up at the 200. It's Comfort's in front. Adolescence and Burley coming on the outside with Varsileos. Comfort's at the 100, being grabbed by Burley. Adolescence, Burley and Adolescence going to the lead. They hit the line very close. Burley and Adolescence close up, either Comforts or Varsileos for third. They're in front then of behind these the A-Train and Viva La Vie. Then came Lawyer, Merlin's Law, Manziel, Jade Prince, Make Me a Miracle and Collins Street. Trailed by Chrysler Mirage. Then the Collector, Power and Fame and Currency Rep. Photo finish. Close finish here. Comfort's kicking through. Was being grabbed by the stablemates on the outside, Burley and Adolescence, and it's a photo finish between them. Very, very close indeed. And third place is also close, but 4's won at Burley. Darren Beedman on the outside. Number 4, Burley, Darren Beedman. Second at number 2, Adolescence, Brett Preble. And third goes to number 15, Comforts, Reese McLeod. So it's a John Hawkes prepared trifecta in the 7th of the day. 4, 2 and 15 in the time of 2 minutes 2.8 seconds. 4, 2 and 15. Darren Beedman racks up another winner on this program, and he's on the first on the card on Off to Sea. It's his third winner over the 4 days.
Doomman, this race brought to you by Jack Daniels as we link up with Greg Miles.
Equal favourites on track. Touch the groom, Padfoot, Charlie Hather. Anna has been the firmer. All in now. Group 2, Queen Elizabeth. They're off. And Green Raider jump well. Hather Anna out fairly. Steel Phoenix jump fast with Primrose Sands down on the inside. Ascana booting forward quickly. Break the Bank settling in the first few. Danyon about midfield on the rail. As they leave the straight, Padfoot Charlie had dropped out to be last of all. Touch the Groom has about 3 behind him. Out near the 2200 metres now. Primrose Sands strode to the lead over Steel Phoenix. In third placing, Break the Bank on the inside of Ascana. 2.5 lengths to Green Raider, 1.5 to Danyon, followed by Hatha Anna. 2 lengths then Tiger's Eye, followed by Big Hustler. 2 lengths behind these horses. Over on the inside, Fra Magic and Just Honour on the outside. 3 to 4 lengths further back has Touch the Groom, Padfoot Charlie, and Sail of Century is back last of all. On the riverside at the 1800, Primrose Sands by a length and a half to Steel Phoenix. Break the Bank third, Ascana fourth. 2 to Green Raider, 1 to Danyon, 1 to Hatharana. 2 lengths behind him over on the inside, Tiger's Eye, and then Big Hustler. 2 to Just Honour. Over on the rails then came Fra Magic, and they're followed by Touch the Groom, Padfoot Charlie, who's next to last, and Sail of Century. Out near the 1400, good tempo set by Primrose Sands. She's a length and a half clear. Steel Phoenix second, Break the Bank third. Ascana having a good run fourth. 2 behind them, Green Raider on the outside, Danyon the fence. Another 2, Hatharana, followed by Big Hustler. 2 lengths then to Tiger's Eye. A length and a half behind these, Fra Magic on the inside from Just Honour. Break of 3 to 4 lengths, still Touch the Groom, followed by Padfoot Charlie and Sail of Century. 1100 metres to go. Primrose Sands by a length and a quarter. Steel Phoenix, Break the Bank, Ascana fourth. 2 lengths to Green Raider, a neck to Danyon. 2 lengths then Hatharana. It's being followed as they go by the 1,000 by Big Hustler, and then came Tiger's Eye, followed a length and a half away then by Fra Magic as Touch the Groom starts his run. He's being followed as they came up the side of the course then by Just Honour, and then Padfoot Charlie, and last by the 800 is Sail of Century. Primrose Sands coming towards the turn, led from Steel Phoenix, Ascana. Break the Bank the inside, Hatharana poised to pounce, and Touch the Groom running on. They're followed by Danyon, Big Hustler, and then Tiger's Eye pulled to the outside from Just Honour, and then Padfoot Charlie. Fra Magic second last. Sail of Century's last in the straight. It's Primrose Sands. Ascana coming after it. Steel Phoenix in the centre. Hatharana running on well under pain. Then Green Raider. Danyon has switched to the inside, coming with a run. 300 metres to go now. Ascana took the lead. Hatharana's coming after him. Danyon along the inside, and then Steel Phoenix. 150 to go, and Hatharana moved up on the outside, and going with it Ascana. Ascana's fighting back. Hatharana's got the nose in front. Ascana kick, but Godolphin winning Australia for the first time. Hatharana beating Ascana. Photo finished third between Danyon, Tiger's Eye. Then Fra Magic and Padfoot Charlie wider out. Followed further back in the field by Touch the Groom and Sail of Century. Then Just Honour, Steel Phoenix, and back behind them then were Big Hustler. A break to Primrose Sands and Green Raider, and Break the Bank last of all.
Patrick Payne for Saeed Bin Saror, the all-blue colours of Godolphin. 6:40, 2:40 Ascana second. Let's hear what Darren McCauley says about the big...
All clear. Away they go. Gunnell jumped well on the inside, and 1 under pinged away very fast, headed off by Debrief in the early stages. Dynamic Love got away quickly, and Nutcracker's up there as well. Flying Pig is a little wider out going towards the leaders, and Court of Jewels is up there as well. Plenty of speed in the race now, and it's Debrief settling down narrowly in front from Court of Jewels. Flying Pig and Super Impressive is coming through underneath that trio to join them. They're followed by Dynamic Love over on the outside from 1 under, 2 lengths to Nutcracker, Forest Gym. A length and a half further back is Gunnell over on the inside from Typhoon Barney, and they were followed by Panoramic Lad well back in the field in company with the Pumper out wide. Back in that bunch too is Mr Gold Flyer and the Grey Arabia. Super Impressive had gone through and taken over the lead before the turn. He's in front of Debrief, and then Court of Jewels a bit wider out from Dynamic Love and Flying Pig. 1 under closest to the inside as they corner, and Forest Gym is coming wider. Gunnell saved a lot of ground, but is right over near the inside rail. Into the straight, Debrief again went up to have a crack at Super Impressive. Dynamic Love wider out. Court of Jewels deeper still, and then Flying Pig 1 under, and back behind those is Nutcracker at the 200. It's Debrief again in front. Dynamic Love is running a better race. Super Impressive trying to kick back with Flying Pig, and down the outside is the Pumper. It's Debrief in front of a wall of horses. The Pumper swallows them all up out wide, and the Pumper gets up to win from Debrief and Dynamic Love. Court of Jewels, Super Impressive, Flying Pig, Panoramic Lad, and 1 under, and then Arabia, followed by Nutcracker, Forest Gym, Gunnell, Typhoon Barney, and last to finish is